And in just a few hours, the United Democratic Alliance and the Orange Democratic Party will be firming up their political marriage through their very first joint parliamentary group meeting to be co-chaired by the party leaders. Now, among the key highlight of the meeting will be a representation by the 5-member NADCO and 10-point agenda implementation oversight committee, and pundits now say that the committee is the glue that is supposed to cosmetically hold the two parties together with some semblance of commitment, as our senior reporter Ibrahim Karanja now tells us.
With only hours left to what will arguably be one of the key political highlights in President William Ruto's first term, that is the joint parliamentary group meeting between UDA party and ODM, pundits have already called it the consummation of an alliance in favor of Ruto's re-election.
Ruto and the ODM will very likely go together in the 2027 election. Very, very likely. And therefore, it's important for them to start putting their members of parliament together.
Some of the disgruntled members from ODM will likely miss the Monday meeting. ODM Secretary General Edwin Sifuna, who by virtue of being an ODM MP and a leader in the Senate, is expected to not only sit at the meeting, but to perhaps rally the ODM troops to the meeting. While in UDA, those affiliated to impeached Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua may be a no-show. The meeting, a major precursor to operations by the recently appointed committee to oversee the implementation of the UDA-ODM 10-point agenda and the NADCO report. On Friday, the Oversight Committee Chair, Dr. Agnes Zani, announced plans to kick off a nationwide engagement.
We'll be reaching out to the different groups and members of the public to listen to the different views, to infuse the ideas that are coming in so that we make sure that the implementation of NADCO and the 10-point agenda is achieved.
Reviews about what? About a report whose legislation is already drafted. So are they going to change the NADCO report? If they cannot change that report, what will be the value of the views they are supposed to collect?
The committee is required to issue quarterly briefs. Thus, Monday's maiden joint PG meeting will be critical not only for the alleged full implementation of the recommendations in the two documents, but also for firming up the UDA and ODM bond.
So this committee is basically an attempt to answer to the discontent within ODM. But I think it has nothing to do with the real situation, because you can't tell us you have a committee to oversight the parliament.
However, the efficiency of this committee in overseeing the implementation is debatable.
In every respect, it was a parliamentary report. It was jointly done. In fact, it was funded and supervised by parliament. So for someone to tell us they're oversighting a product of parliament, that is, I mean, it's a joke of the century. So that committee can't oversight the parliament. Parliament is supreme. Now, in addition to that, the NADCO report, like I said before, is self-executing, that it was drafted together with the enabling legislation for its implementation.
As Monday's parliamentary group meeting consummates the political marriage between UDA and ODM, some of the political children made of the two parties' previous political stances are likely to fall off as others come on board. Who will fall off and who will join this bandwagon, especially with the prevailing political circumstances? Ibrahim Karanja, NTV in Nairobi.